The truth of it is that this sound bath trend is over. It's dead. And that waiting for a crystal bowl to fix you is actually keeping your healing stuck. Hey there, Matt Omo here, and I can't believe I've been leading sound healing sessions for more than 15 years now. Like, I know the drill, yeah? People come in, they lie down, they get their yoga mat, the pillows, the cushions, their eye masks, everything's just right so they can relax to some crystal bowls or heal under some strikes of the gong or some overtones of my voice, right? And they have a good time. They have an experience where they feel like they've transformed, they've healed, and they walk out of there feeling good for maybe an hour. And then life smacks them in the face and stresses them out again, right? Because the truth of it is that this sound bath trend is over. It's dead. And that waiting for a crystal bowl to fix you is actually keeping your healing stuck. Because you're lying there and you're treating your healing process like a guitar. You're waiting to be strummed. And no real change is going to come out in being a consumer of sound. The change comes from being the creator of sound. What we need to do is we need to flip this and move toward what I call sound awakening and embrace the healing power of your own instrument. That's your voice. You ready? You want to check it out? I'm going to talk about it here and how to do it through this video. Let's go. The first thing that we need to speak to is this difference between a state change and a trait change. State change is what happens when there's some external stimuli that's coming in that's causing your state to change. So for example, we're talking about the sound bath, right? The crystal bowls, the gong, the didge, the drums, all this stuff is an external stimuli that's allowing you to relax, but you're dependent then upon that sound healer or upon the audio track that you're listening to. So you're basically outsourcing your healing. It's beneficial in that moment in that your heart rate drops, you relax, you feel less stressed, you feel at peace, all these things. But as soon as you walk out of there, you're at the mercy then of your own nervous system that hasn't changed. It's just been affected from the sound healing process. So that's a state change. It's not permanent. It's temporary. So whereas a trait change is a permanent transformation in your baseline neurology, it means that your default setting, can you actually shift your nervous system, change the neurology so that you move from a different state of being. So it's not relying on external stimuli. It's that you physically forge new neural pathways, which takes time. It takes a practice, it takes intention, it takes awareness, it takes active engagement, not just passive listening. Because what passive listening does is that you're just renting the peace of mind. When you're actively toning, using your voice, using intention, using my soul vibing experiences, using the breath, using energy and attention and all these great things, you're literally rewiring the nervous system to a state of inner peace. And that becomes a permanent personality trait, not just a temporary escape. The journey of how to work with sound in the healing way happens in 3 stages. You got the first stage where it's a passive experience and you're just allowing yourself to be the receiver. The external frequencies are passively being absorbed. It's a temporary stress relief. That keeps us in a state of dependency to the practitioner or the audio track, the meditation that we're listening to. We don't really have command over it. We're just like being addicted to something. We're addicted to the sound healing because things won't change unless there is an opportunity for us to be in a sound healing. And that doesn't really then impact our life. It keeps us stuck, in essence, that we can be healed and at inner peace in a sound session, in a sound bath, but then we go into our lives and we're struggling, right? So then you move into stage 2, and that's actively embodied sound expression. So we're moving from the consumer into the creator using your own voice. And what this requires then is that you've got to work with your breath, you've got to anchor in a clear intention, you've got to develop resilience and a strong will, utilizing that neuromuscular control, which forces the brain out of overwhelm, of anxiety, of fear, and rumination, and dropping you right into the present moment or a place of inner peace. After stage 2, then we come into stage 3, which is sound activation, sound transformation, or what I used to call soul vibing. And this is where you activate the healing within. The voice syncs with the heart and the soul to create the psychological and energetic coherence. This dramatically shifts the torus field, okay? So I'm not going to go into that today, but it basically allows you to be in this healing state where you move from this place of survival, you know, when you feel like this knot in your throat or these butterflies in your stomach, you're freaking out, you're overwhelmed, you're in anxiety, you're in fear, you know, all these different things. It moves you from that state into a more expansive and transformational vortex of energy to reshape your emotional and physical reality. Do you get that? It allows you then this portal into this place where you can actually reshape your entire life. It's like a gateway to transformation. And that only happens when you come into this sound transformational state or the soul vibing. The heart, the sound of your voice, and your soul need to be in coherence. Let's talk about the voice briefly, because your voice is the most sophisticated healing instrument in the world, on the planet, like hands down. It's connected to your breath, it's connected to your diaphragm, it's linked up to the larynx. As those sounds vibrate, it's not just like you're hearing those sounds. You're actually creating a vibration in the bones, in the tissues, in the fluids, in every cell of your body. Like the fascia, everything is moving as you start to move your voice, as you utilize the sound of your voice. Those vocal cords are then intertwined with the vagus nerve. And this is the absolute superhighway to the parasympathetic nervous system. It's the gateway into your inner peace, basically. So by using your voice, it stimulates the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is called the wandering nerve, right? So it goes through and it touches pretty much every organ of the body. In essence, what you're doing is you're creating a relaxation in the body through utilizing your voice. How cool is that? So you're going into a place of relaxation just from talking, let alone using your voice in a healing way, with intention, with coherence. What you're doing when you work with your voice like this is you're hot wiring your nervous system. You're kickstarting your entire energetic system. Using your voice in an intentional healing way is the key to unlock the healing potential you have within. As you're doing this, it's saying to the brainstem, this nervous system, as it is triggered by the voice, it's saying to the nervous system, it's okay. You're safe now. You can relax now. I've got you. You're held, right? And it's time then for growth, for healing. You don't have to wait for the crystal ball to heal you. Your voice that's hardwired to your neural pathways is literally going to open up your healing capacity within. The truth of it is, I could talk like for days about this. It's so exciting. There's so much wisdom there. And science is catching up with this now. So we have all this wealth of information that this is a reality. The torus of energy that's happening can be measured now. The heart energy can be measured. There's all these amazing things that are happening in science that are supporting what the mystics and the ancients have talked about for millennia. The fact of it is that it's experiential. So you're really not going to understand how this works until you experience it. Aside from coming to one of our retreats or coming into one of my soul vibing sessions and really having the full-on experience and then learning how to step through it and develop your own healing ability with sound, we'll do a quick and dirty one here. Just quick, short little practice. Just get comfy. What I'm going to do first is just have you close your eyes, right? So it's just two-step process, and we'll start to feel the power of your own voice and how it can impact you as opposed to the passive experience that you have with the sound baths. Eyes closed. If it helps you to put a hand on the heart, hand on the belly, that's great. Just relax into the body. Take a deep breath in. And just slowly exhale out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tone just a simple sound, just the sound Om, right? Just 3 times. So just listen and feel. Amazing. So just how does that feel? Does that relax you a little bit? Just notice the sensations. Just notice how you're feeling. I'm getting the full dose here. because I'm using my voice. But for you, you would have just heard it. Okay. So obviously, then the next step is to join in with me. Now, if you're in somewhere where you got to be quiet, you're on a bus or something, or whatever's going on where you're watching this, obviously you don't want to go in a full-on ohm, or maybe you do. Maybe that'll change the whole state of the bus. Who knows? But you can just imagine, worst case scenario, imagine that you're making the sounds, because it does eliminate a lot of that vibration and a lot of the stuff that I spoke about. But you can probably just hum where you're at, wherever you are, just under the breath, just a nice little and that will create a vibration and an experience for you. So let's do 3 together, okay? So you're back inside if you've opened your eyes. Eyes closed, hands rest where they are in the heart, the belly, if that helps. Deep breath in. And just exhale it out. And let's inhale to begin some ohms. If you can, let it resonate, feel it in your body, in your chest. Whew, that's some good stuff. I'll tell you what. Did you feel that? Did you feel the shift? Did you feel the difference as you, like, maybe your posture changed? Maybe you're sitting up a bit straighter. Maybe you feel a bit more grounded. You feel more present. Like, can you tell the difference? Like, I feel a lot of tingling, a lot of sensations. It brings up emotions. Maybe there's emotions that come up for you. Just notice the difference between just listening to sound and then utilizing your voice to create sound. It's massive difference. And this is what I feel is missing. And it's not just a guided toning. It's like learning to utilize the healing power of your voice so that you can guide yourself into unlocking that healing potential within. You don't want to be the instrument that's just waiting for somebody to strum you, right? You have the potential to be the musician to transform your life. And ultimately, you go from a consumer to a healing creator. That to me sounds much more exciting, to be a healing creator of my life than just a consumer of my life. Because at the end of the day, it's going to consume fast. We consume it fast. There's only a limited amount of time to consume. But if we're the healing creator of it, it starts to really transform and give us an extraordinary experience of that life. And we can devour all the moments, the brief moments that we have here. Stop outsourcing your healing to a sound bath or to a digital audio track on some meditation platform. Reclaim your healing wisdom. And if you like what I'm talking about, we're starting to move into this sound awakening movement, this place where we're starting to take sound healing to the next level, moving from a passive experience to an interactive and embodied experience. And to me, that's really exciting because I've been doing this for so long. And it's like, you can only guide people into a healing state for so long before you want to teach them to heal themselves. And that's the beauty of this. So I haven't designed the course yet. It's in the process. I'm going to release it soon on how to actually embrace that and embody this healing wisdom within you. But for now, if you like what I'm saying, like this, share this, comment on how that made you feel when we did that little practice, and play with the sound of your voice. See where it takes you. Just start exploring how that can impact your reality as you start to use your voice in a healing way. All right, that's it for me. Much love. We'll see you soon.